This is not a protest, y'all. This is a Triple K rally. Y'all, they really doing this shit. Look what it say. They really making it about that, y'all. All because of what the judge did. I explained it in my last video. This is racism masked as a peaceful protest.
Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks. So I have been following this Austin Metcalf / Karmelo Anthony situation very closely, and I must say that I am very disappointed on how many people are reacting to this story and analyzing this unfortunate incident now, especially black people. Okay, we seem to be extremely biased and gloating because this tragedy resulted in the death of a white boy at the hands of a black boy. Some of us think that the murderer is justified because black people were oppressed during Jim Crow times, so now it is black people's time to be the oppressor. Yes, so many black individuals don't care about the details of the situation at all. All they care about is Karmelo is black, and that automatically means that they are on his side. So we're going to be reacting to some of the reactions to this story, which I think is part of the problem, part of the reason why we are witnessing such racial tension in the country. How many people have made this situation a white versus black thing, and if you're black and you don't support Karmelo, then you are automatically a coon, okay? A self-hating black person. But before we jump into the video though, please do subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Like and share this video to keep people informed. Most of you don't share these videos, and that is very wrong. So share this video to get people informed and consider supporting the channel if you choose in any way that you can. All right.
Hey, to all of the people who are against Karmelo Anthony.
Okay, this dude is talking about all those people who think that Karmelo Anthony is guilty for taking someone's life in cold blood. That would include me and many other reasonable black people and a lot of white people and Asian people, Hispanics, you name it. In fact, that includes every living individual with a functioning brain. So let's continue.
Me as a black man in America, white people, I'm telling you and I'm telling you now, you ever even think to approach me, bully me, harass me, think you're going to be with your twin brother or twin whatever, and do anything to me, I too will poke you as well. Straight to the heart.
What happened? I thought this message was to everyone who is not in support of Karmelo Anthony. How come he singled out only white people and is threatening to exterminate them? This just shows you that people like this guy pretend to care about peace and justice, but deep down, it's all about their hatred for white people.
I too will poke you as well. Straight to the heart. And that's on self-defense.
Actually, he and I know fully well that that wouldn't be on self-defense. Rather, it clearly would be on him telling everyone that he's happy that a black kid deleted a white kid. It's about the fact that he is enjoying the whole situation because he thinks that a black kid showed his superiority, showed his, manliness to a white person. He is gloating and he thinks that it is retaliation for what white people did to black people in the past. And he proves this in his next sentence.
This is not the Jim Crow era. This ain't 400 years ago. This ain't 1619. This ain't back in them days. Y'all don't want to end up like Austin. Leave black people alone. Y'all didn't play fair for 400 years. We ain't playing fair with y'all either.
So at least he admitted that Karmelo Anthony didn't play fair. I mean, he shouldn't have brought a knife to a track meet for high school students. Talk more of using that knife on a high school kid following a simple altercation. Well, at least he inadvertently admitted that. So now you see him talking about Jim Crow era and saying that this isn't Jim Crow era. Now, if Jim Crow was bad, why do you think Karmelo Anthony era is acceptable? Why? They are both bad. Call a spade a spade. He is gloating and feeling all superior because Karmelo is black. He gets to live and the white boy dies at his hands. He's all feeling superior about that as a black person, and that is why he will never consider the facts in this situation. He will never look at the facts in this case because no matter what, it's never going to be Karmelo's fault, okay? It's always going to be white people's fault, okay? It's always white people's fault. Next.
He was wrong. How do you know he was wrong? You wasn't there.
Well, I don't think anyone has to be present in the premises to be able to differentiate wrong from right. But at least we read the police report, okay? We heard from the culprit himself in the police report. He brought a knife to a high school track meet, not minding the fact that he refused to move out of a tent that was designated for another school, in this case, the victim's school. He decided to murder somebody because he has a disagreement with that person. Now, if Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf had just had a fist fight about the whole situation, that would have been a different story altogether. But Karmelo chose to stab him in the heart and kill him instantly over a normal disagreement, which is something that is supposed to be normal, especially for growing teenagers. And not only that, he ran away from the murder, tried to dispose of the murder weapon, admitted to having committed the crime, and wondered aloud if his actions can be considered as self-defense. So, dear Mr. Shoemake, I don't think that I have to be there to know that he is guilty.
You didn't stand in defense of none of our slain when the police took their lives. You didn't speak up for Trayvon. You didn't speak up for Sonia Massey. You didn't speak up for Sonia Bland or Amir Locke or Dante or Philando Castile or Freddie Gray. You didn't speak up for Breonna Taylor, but you're going to get on the internet and speak up for Caucasian Nation? To every Negro apologizing to Caucasian Nation and publicly convicting our brother Karmelo Anthony in the court of public opinion before he has had his day in court, shame on you Negroes. Shame on every coon. Shame on every Negro pen. Shame on every black cracker who's on the internet apologizing to Caucasian Nation, condemning our brother to guilt before he's had his day in court because you love your slave master. Shame on you Negroes.
Now, for what it's worth, so many people spoke up for all these people he mentioned and many more. The only thing is that some spoke up against them and some spoke up for them, okay? I personally started making YouTube videos newly when the Sonia Massey case took place, and I spoke about it, okay? I clearly pointed out that the case was a little ambiguous because Sonia Massey tried to throw a hot pot of boiling water on two police officers. Now, that is a serious attack. That is an immediate danger for these officers, and according to their training, they should eliminate a subject that tries to seriously harm them, okay? So it was justified that the officers took her out before she drenches them in a hot pot of boiling water, but they could have also dodged the water and spared her life if they had quick reflexes. But mind you, that according to their training and according to the law, the police officers were justified because Sonia Massey attacked him with a hot pot of boiling water. So yeah, the law should always prevail, okay? If the evidence is present to show that the subject was defending him or herself from a serious threat on his or her life, and evidence to show that if the subject doesn't take out the threat, he would lose his life or sustain extremely serious harm, then people should support the innocence of the subject. But Dr. Umar wants us to just support people simply because they are black, not based on the details of their case. And if you don't agree, then you are a coon and a black cracker. But this is what I think. I think you've got it all wrong, Dr. Umar. I think it is you who should be ashamed of himself for supporting a criminal, not because he is innocent, but just because he is, according to you, a black brother. Honestly, I am not surprised that he shares this view at all. In fact, I expected it because this man is the definition of race hustling. When you are searching for the meaning of race grifting, just pull up a picture of Dr. Umar and you have your definition. Dr. Umar is up in jubilation with this incident because that means he now has an opportunity to grift and create more racial divide and to make himself relevant again, because he was almost destroyed after black women stopped giving him money to build a school for young black boys that was never built. He squandered everybody's money, everybody's donation for almost 16 years. 16 years, and yet we still have no school, and those black boys whose parents donated money for the school to be built for are no longer boys. They are now grown men. Most of them have married, now have children, and yet Dr. Umar is still grifting and asking for donations, capitalizing on racial grievances and playing on black people's emotions. So shame on you, Dr. Umar, for thinking that just because Karmelo is a black brother, we should all just throw common sense out of the window and support his evil deed. Go to hell, Dr. Umar, but before you do that, please give black people the school they paid for, because it's been a long time coming. Now, we're going to react to one more clip before you go. I wanted to react to so many other clips, but listening to these brain-dead individuals gets me extremely annoyed. So yeah, I'm going to spare myself the torture, so I'm going to react to just one more clip only.
This is not a protest, y'all. This is a Triple K rally. Y'all, they really doing this shit. Look what it say. They really making it about that, y'all. All because of what the judge did. I explained it in my last video. This is racism masked as a peaceful protest. Like, what the fuck is going on, y'all? They say they care about the victim, but the first thing they yelling out is protect white Americans against black violence? What? They are not after justice at this point. They are pushing division. If you can't see it, I don't know what the fuck you seeing. This right here show you that they're literally using this moment to push their agenda. The Austin Metcalf case deserve attention. I'm not saying it don't. But what don't deserve attention is the way y'all trying to weaponize this race shit. You can clearly see that they trying to start a divide. At this point, they not seeking accountability. They are seeking to ignite hate between the two. Bruh, this game is old. It's 2025 and y'all still trying to use tragedies like this to push y'all narrative. Stop. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments.
This guy deserves a particular name in my native language, but he wouldn't understand how derogatory the name is, so I'll just forget about that. So apparently, some outside people are hosting a protest in honor of Austin Metcalf. Mind you, the family of Austin Metcalf is not in support of this protest, okay? I think the protest was created by a guy named Jake Lang, okay? And I know that Austin Metcalf's family is not in support of this protest. But regardless, people have a right to protest when they are dissatisfied with things. I mean, the First Amendment made that very clear. But I don't think that Austin Metcalf's family, especially his dad, is in support of the protest. But these few things that people protesting for Austin Metcalf is a display of racism. Like, I don't understand how these people's brain works. So it is okay for BLM and every other group to protest for black people. But when people are protesting for a white life, they become a bunch of Triple K members and racist individuals. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Like, how do you guys convince yourself that it is okay for black people to do things like enjoy their civil rights, but it is racist and unacceptable for white people to enjoy the same rights? Are you not a witch for harboring that opinion? Are you not a complete devil for thinking that that is right? Who fried your brain? What kind of rubbish are you smoking? Guys, I really don't think I can do this, okay? And this individual, we are on different frequencies. I can't lose my brain cells trying to make sense of their nonsense. I'm sorry. I cannot do that, okay? But I will say this though. Most people who are calling out Karmelo are doing that because all the available facts makes him a murderer, okay? The facts and the evidence points to him as a killer. Mind you, facts, not race, not skin color, not community, not culture. Now, for those of you who are supporting Karmelo, what is your reason aside from the fact that he is a fellow black person? Please answer this question genuinely. Write it down in the comment section and I will meet you there. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions, but feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buy me a coffee if you like, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.